Hi guys, welcome back to Mimoru Baby. Okay, so it's been a while since we've done like a normal video. So she went to the vet today to get her nails clipped. And she's getting like a bunch of treats. She's getting a bunch of treats, like a little variety of things. That's what's happening at the moment. She had to go to get her nails trimmed. Nothing too serious. She's still healthy. And she gets her blueberry now. We figured that she's old enough now to have a whole blueberry. Like a full one. Okay, so she just finished her treats. She chewed and swallowed that blueberry so fast. Okay, now, so take a look over here. This is what she went to the vet in. This is an opening. Just unzip it. That's how we tried to get her out, but she would not come out on her own. We were like, Bunky, it's your house. And it can open from the front. You probably remember this. So let's take a closer look. Okay, so she had a warmer in here. And this is her rag that she sat on. We always get a little rag for her. Since, important tip. This can come in or out of the thing. It's like this. Look. This can come in or out. And make sure you do not let your beardy sit on that. It is not claw approved. It is very, very slippery. And beardies won't like that. Their claws have to be supported. Like something that they can climb on. Like this type of material. Like if you put that this way in here, that would be claw supported. But it doesn't look as nice. So if you keep it this way, please make sure you put a rag or towel in there to support your beardy. And we did use some warmers, of course. We wouldn't let Bunky go cold. We keep them in this little pocket over here. They're hard to get out when you keep them in this pocket. Hold on, let me get these out. Okay, it took a while. Not for you guys, since the pause break was short, but it took a while for us. We finally got these warmers out, so I've talked about these on my channel before. They are 2 reusable hand warmers. They are $5.98. That is the price of them. You can see them up there. And they look like that. They open up just like that if you have the box open. But this is what they look like. Look, it looks like jelly. That's if they're warm for a while, though. There's 2 in here, no more than 2. We use these for her. I would recommend these, and please don't put them in the pocket. It took us so long to get them out. Not for you guys, since the pause break is so short for y'all. But it was a while for us. But these, they look like jelly at the moment. Just because they were already used. Like, if they're most recently used, they feel like jelly. Like, look. But they're not like that. If you didn't use them yet and they weren't warm already. But if you use these, make sure if your beardy goes to the vet, please make sure you give them some type of warmers. I've told you about many types. Thermacare. These heat wraps. Although, update. Please listen very carefully. I'm going to go slow. I wouldn't recommend heat wraps because the heat wraps, they take so long to get warm. You have to take them out like 5 hours before, and they will get warm. We took them out like 2 hours once, 2 hours before we left once, making that mistake. That was our first time using them, and they weren't warm at all. So no, heat wraps would not be my recommendation to your beauty. However, we have Thermacare. I think heat wraps was just like the substitute of Thermacare. But this is what the Thermacare box looks like. Let me go get the other one that actually has these in it. I'm back. Okay, so this is what I would recommend the most. Thermacare. Yes, I do recommend these two reusable hand warmers. Reusable. Very nice. Heat wraps is not my recommendation. It would be my recommendation if you treat them properly. Like, if you take them out like 5 or 6 hours before you go somewhere, that would be the proper way. But these don't have to be like that, and Thermacare is the best. That is mostly my recommendation, Thermacare. But take these out of the package. If you take one out of the package, they look like this. But if you open it up, what do they look like? It's a mystery because I'm not opening this one up. 1 second. Sorry, I was seeing if the Thermacare was still in the travel case, but no, it's not. But we put her snail hide inside of this travel case because, like, we wanted her to have something to do. Well, my mom did that, and then I was like, but she barely has any room to run around or do anything. And then she was like, but most of the time, Bungie is petrified in the car. That's a true fact. And she never usually runs around. We just put it in there. I'm just putting it in there just in case if she just in case she wants to go in it. But I don't know. I wasn't there, but I'm sure she didn't. And my mom also said if she doesn't go in there, we would take it out. Hold on. Sorry about that. Okay, so I think I don't know because I wasn't at the vets. I was at school during the vet, so of course I wasn't there. But we did end up putting this. I'm sure my mom ended up taking it out. I don't know. But yeah, that was her vet visit. I'm sorry that this video is like really long. As I told you, I can see the time up there, but you can't. You can see it down here. Alright, well, that'll be all for this video. Let me show Bung Bung. Here's Bungie. See you next time on Mimoto Baby.